Hey guys, James the Fish Tank Dude here today, and today I'm going to talk about keeping betta fish. One thing I want to say about betta fish is they're actually super cool fish, and I mean, I've had a betta fish before a long time ago when I was a little kid, and it was just the coolest thing ever because, I mean, it was so colorful, and I liked it. Now, one thing I want to start off with betta fish is they're really good fish to begin with. They're actually very hardy, and what that means is they're easy to take care of. Like, they're more, how to put it, you can keep them in uh, they're easier to keep, let's just put it at that. Like, they're not too strict, like they're not too sensitive, they're not too strict at all. I mean, the only thing that you have to be concerned about is just cycling your aquarium and making sure that you have a good temperature in your aquarium, and you'll be perfect. Now, the minimum tank size for an aquarium I would go for a single betta fish would be 5 gallons. Now, you do see these, like, super cubes or whatever they're called in Walmart. Like, you usually see a picture of betta fish in those. Please, please do not buy those. I mean, yes, they might be built for betta fish, but how are you going to put a filter in that thing? How is that thing going to thrive? Like, yes, they might be small and they might be, like, well adapted by evolutionary traits for such small conditions or intense conditions, but I mean, just like, it's kind of cruel because you can't filtrate that water and it's just sitting in there, and if you like change out the entire bowl, your ammonia levels are going to go up, or you're going to have ammonia levels in your water, and it's going to like burn the fish's fins or even kill the fish itself. So just make sure that you cycle your aquarium and you do water changes, and just everything's fine and you'll have a happy fish. It's not that hard. And yeah, I mean, just like with how small like the tanks are, you can't fill a filter because like that's entirely why like it's bad to use fish bowls. And if you're wondering about fish tank size and stuff like that, I'll put a video in my description or somewhere in the video about fish tank size, the appropriate tank, and that'll be labeled, is this too small? That'll be in the video somewhere, so be sure to check that out if you're interested in it. Now, another thing about betta fish is they are super territorial. This is what they're actually really known for. They're also called Siamese fighting fish, which they will actually attack anything that resembles its appearance, including its own species. And sometimes in mating, sometimes the betta fish could snap and kill its mate. But yeah, often cases that they usually start fighting, or in the wild, like they'll actually hop into different like pools because they are in like rice paddies and stuff like that, which if you have it in a different tank, there's no way it can escape. So it's basically one of them's gonna die, and that's actually really cruel though. So just make sure that you have one betta per tank. And if you're keeping female bettas and you're actually looking for information on a sorority tank, I'll post up the link when I actually get that video up, which I should have the video up sooner or later because, I mean, it'd be necessary to. But yeah, I'll post that up when I get the chance. But yeah, just make sure that you have one betta fish per tank or anything else like that. So, and also another thing is you want to keep them with fish that don't resemble their appearance, because they'll actually get the wrong idea and attack that fish. Like fish that resemble themselves, like the characteristics of a betta, like long fins or super vibrant colors. That's really bad. Like I mean, like fish like Bacosimus, Cory catfish, fish that stick to the bottom or actually like to the top of the aquarium. That's actually a really good idea to have fish like that, because they don't resemble their appearance and they're often like very mellow, and they usually do their own thing. So that's one of my best suggestions for that. And as far as like water quality goes, betta fish are they're actually not as sensitive, but I mean, As far as water quality goes, the most thing I would actually be concerned about is cycling the aquarium and making sure that you have a temperature that's actually very reasonable. Like, as far as reasonable, I'd say 71, between 71 and 80 degrees Fahrenheit. That will actually keep the beta very comfortable. So, yeah. Uh, and as far as pH goes, I'd suggest maybe about like 7 to 8, like more on the alkaline side. That'd be perfect. Maybe even 6 on the acidic side of it. That'd be good too. Uh, But yeah, just make sure that you have a cycled aquarium, because without a cycled aquarium, your beta will be kind of very damaged from that, and it will actually kill your beta eventually, because the ammonia will actually become toxic to the fish, as well as nitrites. So just gotta be careful with that. And if you're actually looking into getting a beta, there's actually very numerous subspecies of beta, or not species, sorry, but variants or breeds. I mean, some go for about $2.99 to all the way up to $200, depending on which breed you buy. I wouldn't even call it a breed; I'd call it like a variant. But I mean, you have dragon scale betas, Siamese, like average Siamese fish, or even just like pearl scale. No, not pearl scale. Sorry, I'm thinking goldfish right now. But no. What's it called? Double twin fin. Double twin fins are actually really cool fish. They're actually pretty unique, I guess. But yeah, just make sure that you do your research, and if there's anything I missed or anything you'd like to know, I'll get to it as soon as I can. And as I said, I'll get to the beta sorority tank. It's just that I've been very busy lately, so it's a lot more difficult for me to make videos now. But yeah, just make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll get to your request if you have one as soon as possible.